kicker Brandon Aubrey is out to get this one started.
And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Good, set.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. Up past the 30, second down coming up.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Second down and 8. Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
The former third overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
His first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Savon Revel.
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
First and goal.
Williams is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
Second and goal.
To throw is Prescott. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
Here we go, boy.
It's a keeper with Prescott. And he'll get it. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Cowboys take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is. And his first throw of the game, but I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And Hurts going to move him around. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 14 yards that time, and a 1st down on the keeper.
Eagles, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Hurts. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Hurts. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first.
That's another Eagles first down. First and 10.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Great, set.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Cowboys are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Prescott on play action. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Now Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 60 yards. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Great, set. 180, 180.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
At the 19-yard line.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. DeMarvion Overshown, the one to bring him down. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Now he'll tuck this and run. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And the Cowboys will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Prescott down. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down. Reed Blankenship is back deep to return it. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. He finds it again, Saquon Barkley. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jihad Campbell. And the Eagles are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
That a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's the 2nd down and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Grant Calcaterra, 27 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Elliott now to add the extra point. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you, and make sure they touch it.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott to throw. That is intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception. Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Look at the big man rumble. And down to the 7-yard line.
Oh, what a time for a lapse defensively. That turns this game right on its ear. And now, forget about going fast. They might want to take the air out a little bit and force the defense to use some timeouts.
Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now a first carry for their fullback. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. He's back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Prescott. He's got Pickens complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown.